He's walking home, chatting with coworkers on his phone, maybe daydreaming about dinner plans. He heads to his front door. That's when Can Arslan pounces. Arslan has been lurking, scheming this out. Music, he knows Matthew's schedule inside out. He knows his arrival time, and he's primed. The assault hits fast and fierce. Arslan lunges at Matthew with a knife. A big kitchen blade, the type for slicing veggies or cutting roasts. But now, it's a deadly tool. And Arslan wields it without a second thought. Matthew yells out. His coworkers catch it over the call. They hear his confused, scared shout. As the initial strike connects, they pick up Arslan's mocking, hostile voice, __, want it. It's no query. It's a jeer. Matthew fights back, but he's outmatched. Arslan is larger, music, tougher, and armed with that knife. He plunges it in 27 times. 27 distinct injuries. Some pierce deep, tearing through flesh and vital parts. Others are lighter, protective cuts where Matthew shields himself, but they're overwhelming, too destructive, too bloody. Sarah Boorman hears the chaos and dashes to the door. At first, she figures Arslan is just hitting her husband. She doesn't get it. Then she spots the knife. She sees the blood and grasps the horror. She doesn't pause. She charges at them. She clutches Arslan, yanking him away, music, desperate to halt him. But Arslan spins on her. He swings the knife, gashing her thigh deeply. The agony hits hard and crushes. But Sarah pushes on. She battles fiercely because that's her husband down there, and she can't stand idle while he fades. But it's beyond saving. Matthew is slipping away. The injuries are catastrophic. Blood pools everywhere. And Arslan isn't stopping. Neighbors peer out. Some hear the cries and rush to music, their windows. Others have doorbell cams rolling it all. The video is nightmare fuel. It captures Arslan atop Matthew, thrusting the knife repeatedly. It shows Sarah's brave attempt. It reveals the instant Arslan finally quits, rises, and perches on Matthew's form. Then, in a spine-tingling twist that shocks all who learn of it, Arslan sparks up a cigarette. He lounges there on the corpse of the man he just ended, puffing away relaxed, nonchalant, like he wrapped up yard work. But Arslan presses on. He steps from Matthew's body. He moves toward another residence, home to Peter Marsden, another neighbor tangled in the lawsuit against him. Peter is in his kitchen with his wife when Arslan barges through the side gate. No knock. No yell. He storms in, knife gripped tight, and lunges. Don't you go down there. Stand still now. Don't you go down there. No, stop. Stop. Down now. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Peter gets stabbed 8 times. 8 brutal, savage gashes, but Peter resists. He's sturdier than Matthew, and he wrestles Arslan, shoving him doorward. His wife shrieks. Neighbors dial emergency, and somehow Peter ejects Arslan and bolts the door. Arslan lingers outside, knife in hand. When an off-duty cop shows up, the officer lacks gear. No backup, but he snatches a wood piece, a board, a branch, whatever, and smacks Arslan, aiming to subdue. It succeeds. Arslan drops the blade. Lock the door. Laughter, lock the door. Lock the door. Lock the door. He's cuffed soon after, soaked in blood. Matthew's blood, Peter's music, blood, Sarah's blood. He's composed. No fight. No flight. He just waits, like this was his endgame. Would you please have are you happy to tell me your name now? I think I know what it is, but you haven't actually told me. What's your name, please? So they are going to search you. Okay. So what we're searching you for is anything that can harm us. Anything that can harm you? Anything that could aid your escape? Okay. Yes. I've been begging for police 1 year. Look, I am begging you. Could you put this in front? No. Unfortunately, we can't. That's not enough. I have disability. Don't you believe? I do. I do believe you, but I don't believe that they're causing you any harm. And it's they are. I have arthritis. Right. Okay. It's proportionate to the effect of you. You mother look like I'm in the 10 people. There's a band on your head as well. Paramedics rush in. They battle to revive Matthew, but it's futile. Too much blood lost. Injuries too grim. He's declared gone right there on his lawn, before his house. Sarah speeds to the ER. Her thigh wound is serious, but she pulls through. Peter heads to care too. He's hurt bad, but he'll recover. Matthew alone doesn't survive. Arslan goes to the hospital post-arrest. He says he overdosed, but tests show no substances. He's sharp. He's lucid. No psychotic traces, no breakdown signs. He grasps his actions fully. In his initial police chat, Arslan is eerily straightforward. He aimed to end several lives linked to the suit against him. He states, "I want them dead." He names them. He details plans like ticking off groceries. In a follow-up talk, he flips his tale. Claims amnesia. Says he blanked out. Denies knowledge of events, but proof screams otherwise. Security cams, doorbell vids, witness accounts, all paint a guy fully aware. Mental health pros evaluate Arslan. They verify his personality issues. They note his suspicions, rage, emotional chaos. But they spot more control. He discerned good from bad. He chose death. This wasn't frenzy. No music, mental snap. This was slaughter. Calculated, mapped, done ruthlessly. Would you spot the red flags? Arslan gets nabbed on sight. Custody kicks off, legal wheels turn. Music, he's hit with murder, attempted murder, serious injury, and affray charges. Proof buries him. Witnesses abound. Security footage exists. Doorbell records persist. His admission too, but Arslan denies murder guilt. He owns killing Matthew Boorman. Undeniable, but he pushes for manslaughter over murder. Defense hinges on reduced capacity. Lawyers claim his disorder clouded judgment, robbed full control. Prosecution counters. They insist awareness ruled. They highlight schemes, warnings, the prior day call to cops. I will murder him. They call it payback, straightforward. Arslan fumed over the lawsuit, opted to eliminate blamed folks. Trial unfolds at Bristol Crown Court in Music, April 2022. Jury absorbs evidence. Views security clips. Hears call audio from Matthew's meeting. Listens to statements from Sarah, Peter, terrified neighbors over years. Defense offers expert views on Arslan's disorder. Details how it twists thoughts, feelings, actions. argues psychiatric hold gripped him during the kill, but prosecution fields their specialists. Forensic psychiatrist Dr. John Sanford states no psychotic episode. Explains psychosis packs hallucinations, false beliefs, fears. Arslan music mismatches. Sure, personality disorder. Sure, anger and distrust struggles. But no psychosis. He gets morality. He's commanding. Dr. Sanford doubts one post-arrest claim. At 7:33 p.m. murder night, Arslan cites voices suddenly. Says they commanded kills. Says his childhood teddy bear spoke. First voice mention ever, and Dr. Sanford dismisses. Tells jury post-crime voice claims signal fakes for defense. Jury weighs, returns June 9, 2022. Verdict guilty. Murder guilty. Attempted murder guilty. Serious harm guilty. Justice cuts hands life sentence. Parole minimum, 38 years. Music, age 52 then, prison death probable. Sentencing words sting. She labels his harassment extreme. Threats of assault and death, massacre talks, then violent outburst fulfilled. She declares, on that afternoon, music, for no reason at all, you took the life of a decent family man, robbed his children of their father, his wife of her husband, music, and his mother and siblings of a much-loved son and brother. Arslan lacks regret. Prison threats continued to old neighbors. Skips meds. Dodges counseling. Remains music per judge deeply risky. High security lockup now. Risk flagged, watch tight. Parole chance 2060, age 90, but conduct, no treatment, crime weight, freedom slim. One chilling case angle, foreseeability. Arslan broadcast plans. Told folks he'd kill repeatedly. To neighbors. To cops. Day prior even. Yet in action. Why? Resources partly. UK police strained. Handle terror, gangs, neighbor rose rank low. But death threats, rising aggression patterns demand priority. Communication 2. Arslan flagged to cops, council, maybe aid groups. Shared info? Teamed up? Signs point no. Mental health queries arise. Disorder factors, not excuses. Many cope disorder-free of harm. Key care backing music, responsibility. Arslan shunned all, no force to comply. Lessons? Threats demand belief. I'll kill you! Means act fast, step in pre-tragedy. Agencies must link cops, councils, services, housing, info flow, joint plans. Boost mental aid, disorders included. But enforce accountability. Risky refusers face results. Empower locals. No fear living, no costly guards or suits for home safety. Quicker antisocial fixes pre-escalation. Recall victims last. Matthew Boorman, spouse, parent, pal. Cherished. Significant. His loss spurs shifts. Better safeguards for his kind. Matt's death is truly shocking. He was so young and had such a bright future ahead of him. Today and for the rest of my life, I've been mourning the loss of my husband. Our family and friends have been sentenced to a lifetime of grief. If you ever sense danger in someone's home, do not wait for proof. Trust that music instinct. Speak up. Report it. Push for action because the alternative is unthinkable. Thank you for listening. If this tale stirred thoughts or feelings, reflect a bit. From this heartbreaking saga, we pull raw wisdom that hits like thunder. Start by spotting those creeping shadows of trouble before they swallow lives whole, because ignoring a whisper of threat can unleash storms nobody survives unscathed. Build unbreakable bridges between watchers like cops and communities so info flows swift as rivers, turning isolated warnings into mighty shields for the vulnerable. Chase healing paths with fierce grit for minds tangled in chaos, yet demand real steps when denial breeds danger, making sure help isn't just offered but woven into unbreakable routines. Empower everyday folks to reclaim peace without turning homes into fortresses, crafting quicker paths to squash brewing storms before they rage wild. And above all, honor the fallen by forging futures where love outshines loss, turning grief's sharp edges into tools that carve safer worlds for every soul breathing today. Because in the end, vigilance isn't just smart, it's the spark that keeps humanity's light blazing bright against the dark.